Now, I am certainly no artist, but if I was to have a go at drawing the perfect, pretty, quintessential British village, it probably wouldn't look too dissimilar to Wrea Green, where you join us from this morning. Now, this place is a real pleasure to spend any extended period of time. If you're somebody who likes the outdoors and enjoys long walks that get tails wagging, then quite simply, you're spoilt for choice. But on top of that, there's just a really nice, welcoming, warm, friendly feel about the place. Something that probably takes me quite neatly on to the local pub, which has become popular with both local residents and visitors in recent years. It's the perfect backdrop for any key family celebration, not to mention a great spot to get a roast with all the trimmings come the weekend. I'm speaking from experience. Now, it's fair to say that once you come to Wrea Green, there are many reasons to stay, but if ever you need to go further afield, then the good news is that Wrea Green is well connected to other local villages and towns from across the Fylde coast and much further beyond. On top of that, the local motorway network is less than a 10-minute drive away. Now, this morning you join me from the Green on Wrea Green, affectionately known by locals as the Dub. A big open green space rich with nature. We've got ducks swimming in the pond just behind me. The perfect spot to sit down, kick back and enjoy a picnic with your nearest and dearest. Now, this place has become one of the most desirable places to live in the broader area in recent years, thanks of course to the beautiful village community, but also the beautiful, intriguing, architecturally unique homes that surround the Green. And if you're in the market to purchase a property, then that should make you excited, because the home that we're here to see is indeed one of those unique properties. Now, the home that we're here to see, quite frankly, wouldn't look out of place on the back of a postcard. It's a very charming home, very in keeping with the location in which it sits. It's got that gorgeous chocolate box aesthetic and a thatched roof. I'm so excited to introduce you to this one. So with that said, come with me as we take a closer look at Manor Cottages. Welcome to another exclusive property tour. Now, I love learning about the history and the stories of the properties that we bring to the market. So to give you an insight into the history of Manor Cottages, this home originally belonged to the plot of land that belonged to the home just over the way, which originally was the main manor house overlooking the estate. And these cottages would have been built for the workers who worked for the Lord and Lady of the manor, and it dates back to the 1800s. Now, for me, that really does make this more enchanting, and it gives it a real magical quality, because you've got the quirks and the imperfections and the stories and the intrigue that you only get with properties of such an age. And for me, the magic of Manor Cottages really starts from the moment you step onto the plot at the front gate, because the gardens here can only be described as, you guessed it, magical. They're enchanting, they're a pleasure to explore. Everywhere you look, something catches your eye. The beautiful plants add pops of colour and make for a great first impression, but this is a place where nature really does thrive. Can you imagine walking down that windy path to that beautiful front door at the end of a long day? For me, it doesn't get much better than that. Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking that with such a pretty looking thatched cottage, you might have a compromise on space internally. It conjures up feelings of small pokey rooms, but that's the complete opposite of what we get in reality here at number 3. And that's because historically, this was 2 smaller cottages that have since been combined together to create an incredible open space. So it is a little bit of a TARDIS, much bigger on the inside than what you might think it is from the outside looking in. And we see that immediately when you walk into the family lounge, where the wow factor very much continues. We've got gorgeous exposed beams to the front, which again are a subtle nod to the history and the story of this home. But this double fronted reception area, whilst it's a fantastic space and expands the entire width of the home, it's also a great intimate space to snuggle down with your favourite movie by the fire at the end of a long day. Now, as we progress towards the back of the home, this is where for me the property really comes into its own. We've got this beautiful open plan space with a great flow that combines a reception area, a living area, a dining space and the family kitchen. So if you're the chef in your household, the great news is that that's no longer an isolated job. It can very much include any guests or the extended family. The kitchen is practical and it looks great. You've got all the integral appliances that you'd hope for, as well as a built-in oven and grill and an induction hob, maintaining those sleek lines and that clean aesthetic. The family space is lit brilliantly by natural light, thanks to this wall which is made up almost entirely of glass, with double doors that take you out to the landscape gardens out back. Up top, we've got a sky lantern, again perfect for stargazing by night. Also on the ground floor, we've got storage and we've got a downstairs WC. Now on the first floor we've got two great sized bedrooms. The master bedroom in particular actually spans from the front to the back of the property when you factor in the private ensuite. Speaking of the ensuite, it's been refurbished to a high standard and you've got the benefit of both a walk-in shower and a separate bathtub, as well as a WC and a wash basin. The second bedroom is served by a family bathroom which can be accessed from the first floor landing, again refurbished to a good standard. Both bedrooms give you a peek into those beautiful gardens to the front, and out back where you join me now we've got a private little oasis that the whole family can enjoy. This multi-tiered landscape garden really is something to behold, and every inch as magical as the gardens to the front. Now as well as the outdoor space to relax, you've also got the added benefit here of a garden room, which would be fantastic as a reading room, maybe an art studio, a home office, or a playroom if you so need it. As well as that, we've got private off-road parking to the back thanks to the private driveway, as well as a detached garage which offers safe and secure off-road parking or additional storage. Now there really is something about being outside in the fresh air, surrounded by nature, and specifically with bodies of water, that tends to lift the mood and clear the mind. And with all this, quite literally just a short lazy stroll away from the front door of Manor Cottages, it's fair to say that this property offers a lifestyle unlike many others. Now if you like what you've seen on today's property tour, if you've got any questions, or indeed you'd like to see this property for yourself firsthand, then please do give me a call on the details that follow and I'd be more than happy to help. For now, my name's Ben, thank you for watching.